Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the video with the Roshan Redemption, and today I've got potentially the most detailed Fallout 4 update yet, because this time around I'm going to be breaking down the all-important endurance attribute in Fallout 4, but more importantly we just got details on tons of new perks, and I am going to be doing an in-depth analysis on all of them, and telling you exactly what they do in the second half of the video. So without further ado, let's get straight into this, folks. For starters, let's tackle the new information we learned about endurance, because for me this topic is a little bit less interesting than the perk details, and I'd like to save the best for last in this video. Now first off, in Fallout 4, endurance will give you more health and radiation resistance, as well as potentially more damage resistance, which is very helpful because from what Bethesda has indicated, radiation especially will be much more devastating in Fallout 4. Secondly, higher endurance will improve your sprinting ability significantly, although it's unclear if this means that you can sprint longer or faster or both. Furthermore, it was mentioned that your body needs to be well maintained with food and water in order to function, which might mean that we need to moderate our hunger and thirst in Fallout 4, or perhaps it will be a system like Minecraft where you will regenerate health if your hunger and or thirst are lower than a certain amount. Bethesda did say that they played a lot of Minecraft, so I definitely say that this is possible. Finally, a total of 3 perks were revealed by Bethesda in their endurance video. The first perk is the Cannibal perk, which allows you to eat other humans to get your health back. Next, we have a perk that allows you to breathe underwater longer and seems to be completely new from previous games. Finally, the Adamantium Skeleton perk from Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas has returned, and as in previous games, this perk will give you stronger limbs and greater damage resistance. And that pretty much does it for the information revealed in the endurance video, so let's go ahead and move on to an in-depth discussion of the perks that were revealed in Bethesda's recent character system video on their channel. And as always, I'll leave a link to this video in the description, and I'm also going to include a text description of each of the perks revealed, as I'm going to be going through them fairly quickly here since we have a ton of them. For starters, Todd Howard told us there are 70 base perks, almost all of which have multiple ranks, yielding a total of 275 perks in Fallout 4. Next, we learned that intense training has returned, albeit in a slightly different form. Instead of intense training, there are 7 new perks called strength training, charisma training, endurance training, and so on that have 10 ranks and allow you to increase your corresponding special attribute by 1 point for each rank. And this is absolutely huge because it means that you can increase any of your special stats by up to 10 points during the course of the game. Another perk revealed was Better Criticals, a 3-rank perk that increases critical damage with each rank. The damage increases 50% upon the first rank and unknown for the next ranks. The next perk shown was Big Leagues, a 5-rank perk that increases melee damage with each attack. The damage increases 20% upon the first rank and unknown for the next ranks. After this, the Commando perk was shown off, a 5-rank perk that increases automatic weapon damage with each rank. The damage increases 20% upon the first rank and unknown for the subsequent ranks. Next we have Gun Nut, a 4-rank perk that allows you to craft significantly better weapons. After this is Rifleman, a 5-rank perk that increases non-automatic weapon damage with each perk. The damage increases 20% upon the first rank and unknown for the next ranks. The all-important Science perk is next up on the list, a 4-rank perk that allows you to take advantage of advanced technology, which probably means terminals. More importantly though, this perk helps you to craft significantly better weapons, and as such will likely be one of the most important perks in Fallout 4. After this we have Toughness, a 5-rank perk that increases damage resistance. The resistance increase is plus 10 upon the first rank and unknown for the rest of the ranks. Next up is Cap Collector, a 3-rank perk that improves prices when buying and selling from vendors. This perk falls under the Charisma attribute and requires a Charisma of 1 to obtain. After Cap Collector we have Lady Killer, a 3-rank perk that allows you to do 5% more damage to women and makes them easier to persuade in dialogue options upon first rank. The Lady Killer perk falls under the Charisma attribute and requires a Charisma of 2. Next we've got Lone Wanderer, a 3-rank perk that when adventuring without a companion makes you take 15% less damage and allows you to carry 50 extra points of weight just for the first rank. This one also falls under Charisma and requires a Charisma of 3 to obtain. Attack Dog was also revealed by Howard in the video. It is a 3-rank perk that allows dog meat to hold/incapacitate an enemy and gives you a higher chance to hit them in VATS when the enemy is incapacitated. This perk once again falls under the Charisma attribute and requires a Charisma of 4. After this comes the Animal Friend perk, a 3-rank perk which will allow you to pacify, which basically means make harmless, animals that are below your level. Animal Friend falls under the Charisma attribute and requires a Charisma of 5 to obtain. Local Leader is a 2-rank perk that allows you to establish supply lines between settlements, and this perk could low-key be pretty good from what Bethesda has said. It falls under the Charisma attribute and requires a Charisma of 6. Party Boy is the next perk that was revealed. It's a 3-rank perk that results in you no longer getting addicted to alcohol, and that's all we know for now. I'm not really sure what Bethesda is trying to do with this one, but I'm sure they've got something up their sleeve. But yeah guys, Party Boy falls under the Charisma attribute and requires a Charisma of 7. Next up is the Inspirational perk, a 3-rank perk that makes your companion do more damage in combat and unable to hurt you as well. It also falls under the Charisma attribute and requires a Charisma of 8. Yet another perk we got details on was a 3-rank perk called Wasteland Whisperer. With this perk you can pacify creatures, not animals, creatures that are below your level, which sounds eerily similar to Animal Friend, but with creature in the place of animal. And once again, this perk falls under Charisma and requires a Charisma of 9. Finally, ending off the Charisma section of the perk chart, we have Intimidation, which is a 3-rank perk. With rank 1, you can pacify humans that are below your level. Rank 2 allows you to incite humans to attack, which I'm not really sure what that means, but rank 3 allows you to give them commands and control them to some extent, which sounds overpowered as hell. The description of this perk also leads me to believe that Animal Friend and Wasteland Whisperer will do similar things in their 2nd and 3rd ranks, but to animals and creatures respectively. But anyways, Intimidation falls under the Charisma attribute and requires a Charisma of 10 to obtain. Next up on the list is Vans, V-A-N-S, which displays the path to your closest quest target. This sounds a lot like Clairvoyance from Skyrim if you ask me, and is a 1-rank perk that falls under Intelligence and requires an Intelligence of 1. After this is the Medic perk, which has 4 ranks and makes stim packs and rataways significantly more effective. It falls under Intelligence and requires an Intelligence of 2 to obtain. Next up, we've got the 5-rank Sneak perk, which makes you harder to detect with each rank. It falls under the Agility attribute and requires an Agility of 3. And lastly, to end things off here, we have Bloody Mess, which increases damage with all weapons and makes death animations considerably more gory. This one falls under the Luck attribute and requires a Luck of 3. Oh my gosh guys, and that is finally gonna do it for the perks that were revealed in the character system video. Holy crap, that was a lot of perks. I had much more listed down than I expected, and also I apologize for going through them so quickly, and if you missed anything, then feel free to replay the video or check out the description for text descriptions on each perk. Well, alright guys, I think that's pretty much going to do it for this video, but before we end things off, congrats to the Slushy Bucket for winning last week's comment contest. If you want to be featured in next week's video, then all you need to do is let me know your thoughts on all these perks in the comments below. The person with the most thoughtful and well-reasoned response will receive a little shout out from me in next week's video. Additionally, if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to drop a like down below and subscribe for more Fallout 4 content in the future. Also, feel free to leave me any suggestions for future topics you'd like me to discuss, and let me know if I missed anything important in my analysis of all the new perks and of the endurance attribute. But otherwise guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.